Hello everybody, मैं डॉक्टर फलकिया समर. I'm going to talk about sleep in Ayurveda. What has been told, how important is sleep for us? All this I'll be discussing in this video today. Sleep, yes, it is a very important aspect in our day-to-day lives, in our for our well-being and for our health also. Sleep plays a major role, and in fact, in Ayurveda, as it is, as we have earlierly known as दिनचर्या, वैसे ही स्लीप के लिए इट इज़ बीन मेंशन एज रात्रिचर्या. रात्रिचर्या का पैटर्न होता है कि हाउ इट शुड बी डन, व्हाट इज़ टू बी फॉलोड एंड हाउ इट इज़ टू बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. सो स्लीप में आई वुड से एज पहले के ज़माने में we our acharyas have mentioned earlier कि as the sun sets, the nature has been designed like that. Once the sun is setting down, all the animals, all the living creatures, the birds, the animals and the human beings tend to go back to their home, to go back to their nest and settle down safely in their abode. But why this was then, when there was no much of electricity or much of any kind of advanced technology then. तो तब in fact कोई night life भी नहीं रहती थी हमारी. We never used to have any kind of night life. It was just hunting your food, coming back home and eating and resting. That was the dinacharya or ratricharya what we used to follow. But yes, now things have changed. Now we have a proper night life because we are technically super advanced right now. So the ratricharya is to be followed, and we skip this most of the time. The ratricharya we don't follow, and we neglect it a lot. We sleep late these days, watching TV, going out, eating out, and all this happens. So here is the take and how important is sleep for you. As the tridoshas come again in this also, tridoshas play a very important role according to your dosha predominant in you, the prakriti which you have, the constituency, which constitution it is, the vata prakriti, pitta prakriti or kafaja prakriti you have. Depending upon that also sleep patterns vary. For example, if you are a kapha predominant person, because the kapha is predominant, kapha is heavy, you tend to be slow, your activities are slow, you tend to digest slow, you tend to react slowly, you tend to work slowly. Similar way, you tend to sit down at one place and not move. You don't like to move. So the sleep also becomes a longer period. You like resting always. So try to take less of sleep because the kapha is predominant. Your digestion is slow. The sleeping pattern will get slower and you try to rest for a longer period. So avoid sleeping more because of kapha prakriti. If you are pitta prakriti predominant, then you should take at least 6 to 7 hours of sleep with more of proper sleep. But पिता प्रकृति लोग की डिस्टर्ब्ड स्लीप होती है. यू टेंड टू ड्रीम मोर, यू टेंड टू हैव डिस्टर्ब्ड स्लीप, कच्ची नींद होती है उनकी. एंड yes, but you need to take 6 to 7 hours of sleep is recommended. And also vata prakriti ke log also need to sleep more, but they will be not, it will not happen that way. But yes, you need proper sound sleep, you need to rest. वाता और पित्ता predominant का lifestyle and pattern ऐसे होता है, they are very workaholic, they want to move around, run around, and they want to be super active, they want to be active. तो उनकी नींद भी कम होती चली जाती है. But see that you take more of sleep because of your if you are vata predominant, at least 8 to 9 hours sleep is recommended. Disturbed non-disturbed sleep is recommended. But in working pattern, it is completely different. The person who is sleeping more works less, for example kafaja, and the person who is working more sleeps less, that is in vata bc. So sleeping pattern apne improvise kijiye according to your doshas. Secondly, coming to your eating habits and digestion with sleep, how it is related. In Ayurveda also, it has been told to take a gap of 3 to 4 hours between your sleep and your digestion. Digestion between your dinner. Dinner should be an early dinner, and it should be somewhere 3 to 4 hours का gap होना चाहिए from your sleep and from your dinner. Or dinner should be always light, not too heavy for your body, not too heavy for your digestion. See that you have a light dinner, and sleep after 3 to 4 hours of dinner. Probably तब क्या होता है, when you tend to sleep, you have this hunger pang, you feel a little hungry, or you're like, I feel to munch a little, कुछ खा लूँ फिर I'll go to bed because I'm slightly hungry. इसकी वजह से मेरी नींद disturb हो सकती है करके we often say that. So we try to go to the kitchen or to the fridge and just eat whatever is available there. You hog into it. जैसे नमकीन खा लिया या bread खा लिया या biscuits खा लिए. Please avoid doing that. And for this, milk is a very good substitute, because the milk directly blemishes the reproductive tissues in your body, which helps. And while sleeping, your growth hormones are activated, your reproductive hormone tissues are activated because of if you take milk. Because as a human, you are tending you are the tendency is to grow, lower down with your growth cells, and your tissue building also comes down. The the bodily tissues play lesser start performing less as you grow. So milk helps in improving this kind of tissue growth, or reproductive tissue growth hoti hai isse. So we always recommend take warm milk, either with haldi dal lo, ya with cinnamon, ya kuch bhi, before going to bed. Just before going to bed, take a glass of milk and sleep, so that aapki hunger pangs also reduces and you get sound sleep because of milk with that. And apart from this, in fact, Ayurveda में छोटी छोटी चीज़ों का ख्याल रखा गया है. For example, the height of bed also plays a role. The thickness of the mattress plays a role. The height of the bed. आजकल के beds are too इनकी height बढ़ती जा रही है, and the thickness of the mattress is also increasing. But yes, in Ayurveda it is told to have the height of the bed to your knee length. Knee level पे होना चाहिए आपका bed. Whatever your height is, according to your knee level, the bed should be. The mattress should be not too soft or too hard. It should be proper, comfortable one. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप बैठ रहे हो तो you're just getting अंदर चले जा रहे हो. So see that it is a moderate one, not too thick and not too softer mattress. Apart from this, also when you are going to bed, and always see that you go clean, wash your face, wash your hands, wash your feet and sleep, and lubricate yourself nicely, moisturize yourself, hydrate yourself. As I had mentioned in my earlier skin tips also, or if this comes in Ratri Charya, comb your hair nicely, entangle your hair and wash your face, have a clean face, apply nice moisturizer or some kind of oil to your hair which suits according to your skin type, and wash your hands nicely, and moisturize your cuticles, moisturize your hands, your legs, your feet, and then go to bed. And apart from this, go in a calm and relaxed way. अगर आपको music देखना अच्छा लगता है, music सुनना अच्छा लगता है before going to bed, put on some nice soothing music so that it calms you down, it relaxes you down, and you can go to bed. And also in Ayurveda, it is also mentioned your sex life. When should you which is the best time to go physically active? In Ayurveda, it has been mentioned always, if you want to be physically active, go before, be physically active, have a normal healthy sexual life before going to bed. Before sleeping is the best time, and after that you take a glass of milk and sleep. But after your physical activity, or you after your when you're sexually active, after that, see that you clean yourself, or take a warm shower or something, clean yourself, and then go to bed, have a glass of milk, and then have a sound sleep, have an undisturbed sleep. Because yes, sleep is directly related to your skin, to your wrinkles, to your hair, and to your appearance. To have a fresh dinacharya the next day morning, you need to have a sound sleep. So take care of yourself, and take care of your sleep pattern as well. Thank you.